What's not as scary as a dinosaur? How about a cute, cuddly teddy bear? Woo! Yeah, give you a hug, teddy bear. Yeah, teddy bear time. Yeah, teddy bear. Woo! Thanks for watching. Yeah. So where we left off was our teddy bear action. Was finding a positive and negative coterminal angle. Wayo. So one positive coterminal angle would simply be to add 360 degrees. Go one full circle. So we're going to add that, and we're going to get 0, carry the 1, 700 degrees. Nice. That's a positive coterminal angle. Then we're also going to take 340. And we're going to also do a negative coterminal angle, go the other direction, by minusing 360. And so when you minus 360, what do you get? Borrow that, that's 2, carry the 4, 14 minus 6 is 8. So is that, that's not 180, is it? I feel like I made a mistake somewhere. 14 minus 6 is 8. Carry the 2, 2 minus 3 is negative 1. What? Negative 180. That doesn't seem right. Does that seem right? That doesn't seem right. So what is 340 minus 360? Is it negative 20? Or is it negative 20? Yeah, negative 20. Don't know what happened there. Okay, negative 20 degrees. So that is a negative. That's a negative coterminal angle. A negative coterminal angle. Can you do that on the test? That's an easy one. Sometimes you have to add 360 twice or minus 360 twice. So watch out, minus it twice. Sometimes you need to minus it twice. So what if it's in radians, Mr. Newell? What if it's in radians? If it's radians, you just add 2 pi as well as 7 pi over 3 minusing 2 pi. Because 2 pi is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, well, we can't, we need thirds, Newell. We need thirds. So we're going to have to times it by 3 to the top and bottom. And so when we do that, it's actually going to be 7 pi over 3 plus 3 times 2 is 6 pi over 3. So 2 pi is the same as 6 pi over 3. And we add those together, and we get 7 plus 6 is 13 pi over 3. And that's our positive coterminal angle. Coterminal angle. Nice. Same thing. Over 1 times by 3 to the top and bottom. So now we're going to have 7 pi over 3 minus 2 times 3 is 6 pi over 3. And 7 minus 6 is 1 pi over 3. Oh no! We're not at the negative. We got to minus it one more time. Minus it one more time. So minus 2 pi again. So minus 6 pi over 3. One more time. 1 minus 6 is? 1 minus 6 is negative 5. Pi over 3. Woo! Yes, it's getting warm. It's coming off now. It's getting warm. Okay, there we go. Okay. So that's how we roll. That's how we roll. So this is 13 pi over 3 is a positive coterminal angle. But also technically, this one is also technically speaking, a positive coterminal angle. Coterminal angle. Technically. Find the amplitude period. You got this. You know how to do this. You know how to do this. Come on. You know how to do this. Okay. So find the amplitude period. Amplitude is 4. It's always positive. Amplitude is always, don't forget, amplitude is always positive. Always positive. So the amplitude is going to be a positive 4. So amplitude is 4. Okay, describe the graphing adjustments. So the negative just means to, so flip or transform. So flip horizontally, no, flip vertically. Flip vertically over the midline or over the x-axis. Okay, upside down. Amplitude is 4, amplitude is 4. The period, that's just our b value equals 1. So the period is 2 pi over b. So 2 pi over 1 is the period. And then last but not least, this means shift left. Remember, it's the opposite. Remember, it's the opposite. Opposite. So shift left pi over 4 to the left. Cool. Amplitude is 1. Midline. What's the midline? Midline means to, this number right here, means we're going to shift everything down 3. Everything down 3. Shift everything down 3. So that's the period. Remember, it's 2 pi over that number, so 2 pi over a half, which you're going to keep, change, flip, and that's going to be 4 pi then, because you got to keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip. And so 2 times 2 is 4 pi. Okay, and this is going to be left pi over 2. Left pi over 2. Okay, so over here, we have an amplitude equal to a half. And we have a b value of invisible 1/3. And since we have a b value of 1/3, that means our period is going to be 2 pi over b. So 2 pi over 1/3. Keep, change, flip. Times by 3 over 1, times by 3 over 1. So we get 6 pi as the period. As the period, 6 pi. Okay, graph 2 periods for each of the following, or 1 period is fine. Clearly show the location of the key points. Nice. Okay, so do you remember how to graph? Do you remember how to graph? So how to graph is we have an amplitude of a half. And then we're going to shift the whole thing up 2. Up 2. Right? So first, the 5 numbers of sine are 0, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. We're going to go ahead and apply the amplitude first. And we're going to multiply it. Multiply it through. So times by a half, times by a half, times by a half, times by a half, times by a half. So that becomes 0, 1/2, 0, negative a half, and then 0. Cool. So next, we're going to go and apply the midline next. And so the midline is going to be the +2. So the whole thing is going to go up 2. So how do we deal with that? We go ahead and +2 to everything. +2 to everything.
+2 to everything.
+2 to everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's going to be 2, 2.5, 2, negative 2.5. No, wait. That's going to be 2 minus a half is 1.5. 0 plus 2 is 2. Cool. So now we can graph it. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The b value is 1. And since our b value is 1, that means our period is 2 pi over b, 2 pi over 1. So 2 pi is the period. We cut that in half, we get pi. We cut that in half, and we get 1 pi over 2. So 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. There it is. And this is just 0. Okay, so we're only doing half. So if this is 1, this is negative 1. This will be a half, and this will be a negative half. Here we go. Graph it. So we start off at 2. So wait a sec. We start off at 2? Whoa, that's way up here. So that's going to be way up here, 2. So maybe we need to rewrite this. So why don't we go ahead and rewrite this? So we need to rewrite this. So this is going to be, this is going to be a half. This is going to be 1. This is going to be 1.5. And this is going to be 2. And then this is going to be 2.5. Woo!
Yeah, label it correctly.
Okay, so then let's see here. Nice. So we're going to go ahead and graph this. We're going to start off at 0. So no, 2. So at 0, we're up at 2. The next one is 2.5. So that's up here. The next one is back to 2, Then 1.5. And then back to 2. And there it is. There's our graph. Make it nice and curvy. So basically that was an amplitude of a half, and the whole thing shifted up by 2. The whole thing shifted up by 2, and then shrunk. It shrunk the amplitude. Up a half, down a half, amplitude a half. So now try number 24 on your own. Try number 24. You got this. Try number 24. And 26. Come on, you got this. Phase shift time, number 25, phase shift. Okay, so let's see here. Whole thing is going to, the whole graph is going to go down 1, down 1, down 1. Interesting. Okay, this is sine with an amplitude of 1. So our amplitude is 1. Our period is 2 pi over 1. Which is just 2 pi. So we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going all the way to our period, which is 2 pi. So from 0 to 2 pi, cut it in half. And so 2 pi times a half is 2 pi over 2, which is just pi. And then cut that in half, that's just pi times a half, which is pi over 2. Okay, and then 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2. Okay, so this is the tricky part now. This is the tricky part. I'm going to graph the parent function with an amplitude of 1, period of 2 pi. Then we'll do the shift. Then we'll move it left or right. Okay, so sine goes up to 1 and negative 1. So the parent function of sine is to start off at 0. Wait, we're going to shift it. The whole thing down 1. So 0, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. We're going to minus 1. We're going to shift the whole thing down 1. So that's going to be negative 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Cool. Okay, so then that's going to be our parent function. All the way down actually to negative 2. There we go. So we're going to go negative 1 up to 0. Let's see. We should probably make this a little bit better. Okay, so we'll say this is negative 1. We'll say this is negative 2. Okay, so we'll start out with negative 1. We'll go to 0, back to negative 1, down to negative 2 next, and then back to negative 1. Okay, so this is our parent function. That was terrible, Noodle, terrible. Try again. Okay, I'll try again. Sorry. Okay, so here's our parent function. Okay, so that's our parent function. Now we're going to shift it. Let's see. So we're going to shift it. So that's going to be opposite what you think, opposite. So you think right pi over 2, but it's actually left. So left. Left pi over 2. So that is going to be this whole space right there, which is, so go left 1 square. And why is it 1 square? Because it's pi over 2. 1 square is 1 pi over 2. So we're going to go ahead and take each of these coordinates, each of these negative pi over 2 now. We take each of these and we're going to go to the left now. So that's going to start here. This one's going to go to here. This one now will go here. This down here will go left to here. And then this one will go left to here. And there's our shifted graph. So now we're actually going to go up and then down and then up again. That's the one, that's the one. So again, our parent function was here, and we shifted left one. We shifted left one. Do you see it? Do you see it? From negative pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2. From negative pi over 2, if it lets me, from negative pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2 is what we just did there. Check. So try 26, which doesn't have a shift to the left or right. Lucky. Try 26 on your own. Try 26. Try 27. Write a sine or cosine function that would match the following graphs. Ooh, tricky, tricky. Let's see here. So we're down here at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's negative 5, negative 4, negative 3. Negative 3. Okay. So, write a sine or cosine function. I naturally see an upside down cosine. I would start at 0, right? So start at y equals 0 along. Start along the y-axis. Start along the y-axis, basically. Okay, so here we go. Give it a try. So starting here, we're going to go upside down. Cosine's looking like to 2 pi, to 2 pi. So that's what we're looking like. So that's going to be a negative cosine. The b value there next to the x, as well as the midline, So the period is 2 pi. Come back to that. Okay, so it is upside down. Upside down. So it is upside down, so we use negative for upside down. Okay, our amplitude goes there. This is where the amplitude goes. And so the amplitude is up 1, down 1. See it again, the amplitude is up 1, down 1. Amplitude 1. So the amplitude is 1. We did do a midline shift at 0. And so this middle value there was up here. And so we went 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 4 because we shifted the whole thing midline down 4. So that's negative 4. Now the period is 2 pi, and the formula is 2 pi over the b value, right? So the period is 2 pi. So we say that 2 pi is the period, and it's 2 pi over b. Well, there's an invisible number already right here. What is it? That invisible number is going to be 1, because the period is 2 pi. And since the period is 2 pi, it's just a 1. It's just a 1. So this one would be going from sine, going up and down and up again. And so this b value, not sure, but we know that the period is equal to 4 pi. And so our period is 4 pi. And so let's see here. So the formula is 2 pi over b is equal to the period, which is 4 pi. And so to solve for b, you're going to switch a root. So b comes up here and times it to the other side. And then 4 pi gets divided down here. And so b is equal to 2 pi over 4 pi. And that just reduces to a half. Because the pi's cancel, reduces to a half. So our b value here would be a half. So y equals blank sine 1/2 x. I don't see it shifting up. 1, 2, down 2, amplitude 2. is regular sine or cosine, so plug 0, or you can just circle that as your answer. So definitely B was a lot easier. A was pretty tough. Thanks for watching. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we got one more video coming your way. One last video coming your way. Thanks for watching. Woo! Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.